Good morning. It's a couple of days before our annual Bonsai Bash at Greenwood Bonsai Studio. Some of you may have noticed that I'm not actually stood at the studio. I'm stood at home in my back garden. The only reason for me to stand at home in my back garden 2 days before our major event is, unfortunately, I've tested positive for COVID yesterday. So I'm feeling rough, as you would expect. Unfortunately, that means I'm not going to be able to, number one, I'm not going to be able to conduct my demonstrations this Saturday and Sunday at the Bash, and also, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be in attendance. I don't want to risk giving COVID to some of our more elderly, vulnerable customers at this time. This event, we didn't schedule it for the last 2 years because of COVID. In the UK here now, we're fairly COVID free generally as a society, and with less precautions in place. And I was away at a show last weekend. I can only think that I managed to pick it up there, and then 2 days before the event I've come down with COVID. I can only apologise for that. Obviously it's out of my control. The Greenwood team have worked really hard in the last few weeks to get ready for this event. The nursery is still going to be open. The exhibition of my trees that we put on every year, that's still going ahead. I've prepared most of those before I fell ill, so that's going to be there. There are going to be some tea, coffee, refreshments available. I know some of you will have planned to come out to the event, and if you have, I'd still encourage you to do so. Unfortunately, there won't be any demonstrations happening this weekend. We've put an announcement out on Facebook and here on YouTube to try and let as many people know the change of plans as we can. For those of you that live on YouTube land, the good thing about this for you, if you're in America, for instance, or another country and you couldn't attend anyway, the demonstration trees I had lined up to work on at this weekend, I'm going to be working on those. We're going to issue them as YouTube videos in the coming weeks. So if you weren't going to be able to attend anyway, and you wouldn't have been able to get to see the demonstrations, you are now going to be able to see them in YouTube, on our YouTube channel. So again, can only apologise. The run up to this event, all the work that myself and all members of staff and helpers have put in, it is a shame that I'm not going to be able to do the demos. In particular, I'm not going to be able to attend. There'll probably be might be some videos of my ugly mug playing in the studio for those of you that miss me too much. Yeah, but for those of you that do go along, have a great time, and I'm sorry I can't be there, and no doubt I'll catch up with you at a later time. Take care. Bye bye.